Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, supervisors. I was here back in June last year, and I showed you a picture of this man. Do you recall this? This is the leader of Scientology, Mr. David Miscavige. This is a picture of Sheriff Lee Baca at the podium of Scientology. And this is a wonderful young man here who happens to be missing an index finger. So I'll be collecting all that together here. What's common between these three people? This is a story of a 20-year-old young man who's been brought up in Scientology and recently made a dramatic break for freedom, only to be thrown in jail by the sheriff's office, working, in my opinion, in collusion for the automatic revenge that Scientologists put on their defectors. That's what cults do when you try to leave a cult. Daniel is another whistleblower being prosecuted by careless law enforcement. We need to protect our whistleblowers, particularly when they have been victims, such as Danielle, of parent abandonment, child labor, child slave sales, forced labor, denial of education, workplace injury, followed by cover-up, and most recently, false imprisonment. The LA Sheriff's Office not only condones this behavior, it effectively assists it and therefore encourages it. When Daniel left Scientology, he had to protect himself from retribution by the church by taking this drive with information on him that would be ultimately damaging to the cult. Daniel knew that Scientology network of PIs and goons and several of their ex-LAPD officers would go after him. He was also lied and tricked by attorney Kendrick Moxon, which resulted in Daniel's arrest and incarceration. In Riverside, a similar event occurred where Mr. John Brousseau left the cult, bringing with him a thumb drive with pictures. The Riverside Sheriff and DA were smart enough to realize what was really going on and did not prosecute. I each gave you a copy of a lawsuit that was filed last Friday on the behalf of Mr. Montalvo. I could read an ex-cult member's account that verifies that this, if you allow me a little bit more time, I could read that. It's about half a page. But if I don't have time, I would like to finish here and recommend that there be cult awareness training for the LA Sheriff Force. It's very important for officers to recognize people into cults. You have an officer back here by the name of Estevez that has had that training, but he says it's very, very rare that any officers have had that kind of training as well.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll ask the sheriff about that training, but also refer some of this to the district attorney.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you. So give your information to the sheriff over there.
Okay.
Okay, Antonio Ramirez, David Serrano, Arnold Sachs, and Eric Preben.